My name's Emma Gordon, I'm Managing Director at EMG Solicitors and I've come from Durham today. I'm a professional deputy and trustee for vulnerable and incapacitated people. I started off as a private client lawyer working with high net worth individuals, doing wills and trusts and inheritance tax planning, and then I moved to a firm in Manchester which specialised in working with vulnerable and incapacitated people, and I just began to find it really interesting, and that idea of developing a lifetime relationship with somebody which you don't have really if you're just doing a will for them. And so I was kind of drawn into and became interested in that kind of work, and then an opportunity came up to go to a compensation firm where they didn't have anybody offering those specialisms, and so for me to go in and set that up for them and start undertaking that kind of work, and that really kind of pulled me into it, and I've not looked back since. I've always enjoyed it since then. I found it really interesting today. It's good, you can see that there's a real variety of deputies who come. So there's people who've done the work for quite a long time, and then there's people who are quite new and who are developing into the field. And it's always nice, therefore, that you can get that broad mix. There's always something that you learn out of the day. So even if you've been doing the work for a while, you always manage to find out something new, as I have today, which has been good. And there's always quite a range of interesting speakers. So, you know, in particular, Judge Hilda today was really interesting. Ruth Hughes, the barrister, giving case law updates, all that kind of stuff is always quite interesting because it's the kind of practical application of other people's experiences. What you can often find as a deputy is that you can often be working in either quite small teams, or even if it's a bigger team, and we have a team of about, say, 10 people doing the work, the people at a higher level are still less because it's a pyramid structure that you operate in. So you can sometimes be struggling for people to either bounce ideas around with, or just for people who've experienced a tricky situation that you might be in. And so when you come today and you see people who have had a different experience, or people who've been involved in a case that's comparable to something that you've done, then you just kind of pick up new insights basically from other people. Yes, I think Frankel Topping will probably say that they would describe me as one of the people who has the most investments with them, of people that they look after. So I've been working with them since about 2004, which means for about the last 15 years. I've seen a lot of changes at Frankel Topping. They were quite a small firm. They were very recently AIM listed when I first started working with them. Now, obviously, they've grown significantly in terms of staff numbers and profile and market value and all that kind of thing. I still really enjoy working with them. I think that their senior people still have client service at the heart of what they do. I find myself able to speak with them very honestly, raise concerns with them, have quite challenging discussions, and they're happy to have those discussions with me. So we have quite an honest back and forth relationship, which I think is really important with someone when they're providing advice to your clients.